positive real return. This is possible only and only if you have equities in your portfolio. It cannot happen, right? So what are the things that you should know for this? Just when I came in, I was speaking to Pattu and I said, you should do some research to find out why Indians don't like simple things. I mean, it's not the complication one. Pretty complex, the effort like how the Pandala is. But you cannot ask him to, I think the toughest thing is to sit quiet in a room. People find it very difficult. It's no problem. Market kilo porta big market mela porta bang. It's all paniyano. When he does something, he feels very appan. I don't panne. You only panna nanna nandu. What was going on? Fine, you interrupted. You only panna. You threw it. Right. So in 2002, you put the money. You went off to sleep and you woke up in 2015, your portfolio would have done very well. No, index la put E C N C Papa, C Papa, the Papa, the Mangalama, the Vikalama, the Martin, the Nai. Why do you do this? So, I mean, an enough number of posts, but to is learning to draw a graph. All your equity funds are within that small cluster between 21 and 24. In the fund choose panna mudiyadhu adnala na savings bank la vechirudhen. Savings bank you got 2%. If you had chosen the worst fund, you would have got 21. If you had chosen the best fund, you would have got 24. Even 21 is greater than 2, no? But there is a complex solution. L&T la short pandit L&T finance vanaga. Onnu pannade. You onnu pannade. Summa vaayaputhu room la ukkande. I think that's very difficult for people. So they constantly look for activity. And the activity provided by your channel. Illaadu you could ticker where as a wife was Infosys vaangavena sonnella paarunga evlo build maadina adu vera. I think that is why people invest in real estate. Because you buy a house for 20 lakhs, then you start pretending it is worth 55 lakhs. Then your wife tells you, pakkanta 48 la window green color, orange color. So now 55 she's also happy, you're also happy. But you get over that. The Infosys is better than over. Chennai May, you all the change. Then she keeps on drilling it into it. Whether she understands, doesn't understand, doesn't matter. But she sees it every day. So the ticker is another problem. Your channel the ticker. The Hindi ticker, Gujarati ticker, Tamil ticker, Ella ticker apart. No problem. Inactivity is very important. So what are the things which you should know? These are very, very simple things. One, you should know about inflation. Second, you should know about the power of compounding. Compounding, I will tell you, our problem is the 7th standard mathematics teacher does not understand compounding in real life. She understands compounding only in the textbook. So she does not teach compounding the way it should be taught. Okay, and I'm sure IITs also, physics professors in IIT should also do one lecture on compounding and see how compounding works. Because Warren Buffett is a product of compounding. I mean, I'm not saying he's a bad investor, but he is a product of compounding. 99% of Warren Buffett's wealth was created after his age of 50. 94% of his wealth was created after his age of 60. Right? Compounding. And the best thing about Warren Buffett is the big mistakes he made at a later stage. After you have 73 billion, you can afford $1 billion mistake. In a first time $1 billion mistake, but in a $1 billion. $73 billion करते हैं वो billion So understand the power of getting very good returns when your corpus is small. Your small corpus grows very good. So lucky people like us were there in the markets in 2003. We had no clue we were sitting on a rocket called equity. 2007 la pato engyo tabasitite neeku theriyala aaputhu nalla neeku theriyada onnadhu luck bayangara luck. 2003 to 2007 the market la irundhavunukku luck. Either he slept or something. Suppose you had an advisor, 3,000 la you entered the market. At 6,000 what would have you told? Double R to 2 4 3000 6000 எடுக்கல வித்துடு கீழே வரும் அப்புறம் வாங்கலாம் 6 9 12 15 18 21 அதுக்கப்புறம் 6000க்கு வரவே இல்லை 9க்காவது வந்தது 9 என்ன ஆயிக்கும் you would have said it will go 6 வரப்போகுது you wouldn't have bought at 9 also but some of us got lucky எங்களுக்கு வேற ஒண்ணுமே தெரியாது அதனால வெறும் ஈக்விட்டில இருந்தோம் அதை எங்கேயோ கொண்டு செலுத்திட்டு then we said oh wow we have done very well and we said you always knew this was going to happen none of us knew. No fund manager knew. All fund managers got lucky. And the version they got $1 million bonuses. 2 crore, 3 crore bonus. None of them knew this was coming. If they knew, then they would have sold their houses and put it there. It will do. So, every equity but that is the time when real estate and every asset class is well. Right? So the power of compounding. Let me ask you one very simple question, which of course because his maths background should not reply. But suppose you had a grandfather, great grandfather, somebody. Okay, I'm giving you this. He left ₹100 for you. Okay, this grew at 10% CAGR. Okay, over 100 years. How much would it have become? I'll give you the answer also. It would have become 13.5 lakhs. Okay? This is what it would have become. Now I'm asking you a question. This remains the same. This remains the same. I'm making this 150 years. Tell me what? This remains the same. This remains the same. I'm making it 200 years. Tell me what? In the end answer. I want Excel sheets and all. I want a quick answer of the top. How much would this be over a 150 year and over a 200 year? Quick.
About 1.5, 1.6 crore.
Okay. 1.6. 200. 5 crore. 5 crore. I am very happy Srini said that. Because now Pattu will say, why you don't need advisor?
The double effort every 6 years, so 7 times, 8 times it should be.
Word la and Excel sheet la.
So about 14 crores, 13, 14 crores. 1,500 crores.
14 crores. Okay, let me give you a quick answer. 1.6 crores is wrong. This is 16 crores.
Okay.
13 and a half would have become 16 crores. And over 200 years, sir, I put it on the last thing. It will become 1,790. No, it's got advisor right now. Pattu's jai. Moral of the story is very simple. We all learned compounding in 7th standard. We had no ability to interpret what it would do for us over a long period of time. Right? Now what is very important is this compounding which we learn in class 7 should be reiterated in class 8, class 9, class 10, class 12 in engineering, CA. I'm not even saying that all engineers understand this or chartered accountants understand this. I am Ahmedabad, people have drawn the blank, chartered accountants have drawn the blank. People have no clue of the power of compounding. So if you see out of my some 3,500 articles, some 2,500 articles are compounding. Something I have done. My book is Retire Rich, Invest ₹40 a day. Because even if you invest just 40 rupees a day and you know the 20 wise, 22 wise, by the time you're 60, it builds up to a big amount. It is very important that you start investing very early and don't interrupt it. right? Unless if something happens to the fund manager or things like that, you don't need to interrupt. Don't interrupt compounding. As long as you compound. Okay, and if you think for 50 years, I don't know which fund manager to, doesn't matter. Invest in an index fund. Fine, but start. For heaven's sake, make a change. Make a change for yourself, make a change for your servant, make a change for your driver. If you are very rich, ask them to invest. There are clerks, peons, security guys whom I pushed to. There's one guy who comes and tells me, I never thought I had 60,000 rupees in my life in one place. Now I have 3.7 lakhs. Simple 500 rupee SIP over a long period of time. He just does not bother about the index. He does not bother about the fund manager. He does nothing. Sir, that has grown. Whereas if he's an IIT and IIM and all, said, he's market is too high, P is too high, too weak, every day you can't keep digging it to find whether it has grown, right? So this is the power of compounding. Believe me, if in this whole lecture you paid 350 rupees, 400 rupees just to learn compounding, it's still worth it. Because anything which I tell you is not very relevant. This is important. Okay, I mean compounding is so important. Next thing you have to learn is what are the asset classes. Now for heaven's sake, okay, let me first give a disclaimer. Anybody who attended Sapal class? Okay.
Before 1 year, sir.
I like him, I don't have any disrespect for him, etc. But if you are talking about equity and suddenly you do a post saying real estate gives better return than equity, somebody has to check his sanity. And he's my neighbor also. So I told him this is ridiculous, but it's a 2012 post, so I will give him some discounting, but it does not make sense. Real estate has not given that kind of returns. What has happened in real estate in some portions in real estate over some periods of time, like 2003 to 2007, it has given some sensational returns. It's true for Chennai over the last few years, it has given very good returns. Do you expect to repeat it every 5 years, 7 years, 10 years? It's like saying 2003 to 2007, market went up 7 times, which means we are now in 2015. It's like saying in 2019, the index will be 210, right? 7 times in 4 years. I don't think it's going to happen in my lifetime. 4 years plus 700% growth, I don't think it's going to happen. Because if it were to go up that fast, suddenly something would happen. A lot of money would come from China, from Japan, everywhere. People with very low expectations, they will keep the prices down. So you can't get that kind of a return. Companies will do more IPOs, so this kind of return is not possible. So you need to understand about asset classes. The problem with real estate again is you cannot create a portfolio of real estate with 5,000 rupees a month. You buy one big chunk of real estate that does well and you say, I knew this. No, you didn't know this, you got lucky. Right? So I bought Infosys did well, I think I'm very smart. No, I got lucky. I bought TCS, it did well, so I think I'm smart. No, I'm not. I got lucky. When I bought iFlex, I had no clue it will become Oracle. It's a fact, I didn't know it will become Oracle. And I don't know whether Oracle should be priced at 3,300 or 33,000. Right? So somewhere you will. So you need to understand about asset classes and what asset classes can do for you. So even assuming for a minute I tell you that real estate will give you fantastic returns, it is completely irrelevant unless you can invest in lump sums of 50 lakhs. Because for less than 50 lakhs you don't get very relevant real estate. So unless you can, say I'll buy one real estate in Gurgaon, one in OMR, one in Calcutta, one in Bombay, one in Ahmedabad, and then I create a portfolio and therefore I make money, believe me, it's very difficult. It's not meant for you and me. And real estate, unfortunately, you don't get the bad stories out. I'll tell you what a friend did. I've written this is on my post, but I don't know whether it has come or not. Okay. He goes to a builder and he asks him the price. Let me also tell you his background. He's a brilliant businessman, lot of money. He doesn't even spend 1 rupee without doing background work. So he's a very, very smart cookie. You should not try to copy him. So this guy goes to a builder and says, I want to buy a house. So our manager shows him around and says, how much for this flat? He says 16 crores. So it is worth hearing the story. So he says 16 crores for a flat in Bombay. And it sounds like a company's turnover, but this is the price of the flat. So he goes around, sees the flat, doesn't show any interest. His manager keeps calling him, hello sir, paid more flat, paid more flat. But he drops in a word saying, I want to buy a few flats. So the manager is very excited, he calls up his MD and says, oh, this guy wants to buy a few flats, so you chase him. So he chases and chases and chases and says, yeah, I want to buy a few flats, I come. So he goes there as usual, Mercedes Benz, pocket load of a checkbook, and he says, I want to buy 4 flats. Okay. So they're talking and all that, and then in the villa, the fellow says, sir, 16 4 are 64, so 64 crores. How are you going to pay? If you have the check, this is my attorney, you send the papers to him, he will check, and in 3 hours this check will be in your account. So now the builder knows that he's a genuine buyer and buying 4 flats. So he says, what is the price? So again he says 64 crores. He says, I know the maths, now tell me the sign, the amount that I will give. And you know what figure he gives him? He gives him a figure of 32 crores. That is a 50% discount across the table. Right? Now when you see an article in Times of India, he will take this figure, calculate and say IRR of 14.8% or some shit like that, or maybe 20%. That's not the rate at which the deal has happened. The deal has actually happened at this rate. Now how useful is this? This is very useful example that I have given you. You cannot buy 4 flats, but you can do one thing. You can collect 5 friends, or you can collect 10 friends. 10 of you get together, go to a builder and negotiate. We don't do that. We will negotiate with that vendor car, 250 grams that you want to pay. We will go vendor car because we can do that with her. And we can save from 20 to 12 rupees or 5 rupees. That she also knows what you will ask. So she says 40 rupees, you say 30 rupees. Then she'll get 35, you are happy, she's happy. She wanted only 35. So that is a great negotiation skill. This is where you should be using it. 10 of you get together, 20 of you get together, and IFA can get together, 10 of his customers go take him to a builder and get a 50% discount. What is wrong? You may not get 50%, you may get 40%, you may get 30%, you get a discount. We don't do that in real estate. So I'm waiting when we see a Flipkart.com starting doing real estate and starting to do this. I don't know when it will happen. Right? So understand asset classes, understand equity, understand debt. When should you use equity? When should you use debt? How can you use real estate? Believe me, money is made with brain, not with asset class. Deepak Parekh has made money in real estate and equity. Uday Kotak has made money. Lokhandwala, Hiranandani. All these guys have made a lot of money on real estate. It's not that you can't make money on real estate, but you should know how to make money on real estate. You should know how to make money in equity. You need to have the brain power. You need to understand how equities work. You need to understand how volatility works. Then you can make money, right? So asset classes. Asset allocation. Don't get very excited about equity and put 1% of your money in equity and hope that something magical will happen. You will have to commit big amount of money to equity. You have no choice, and for that you have to learn about equity. You cannot commit to equity without learning about equity, because if you commit to equity without learning about equity, that is foolishness, right? Without understanding a subject, you can't put money into it. So the biggest investment or the best investment you will make is in education, learning about equities. It's not that you need to do a PhD, but you need to understand that there will be volatility. You need to understand that what was that? 1992, yeah, 1991, 92, got something like 266% return. Can you imagine what a 266% return in 1 year means? The market went up 2.5 times. So if the market started off on 10,000, it ended at 25,000. Yeah, okay, let me put it clearly, 26,600. But the index to 26,600 in 1 year. Can you imagine the excitement every month would have been in the market? Right? 10,000, 11,000, 12,000, 14,000, 18,000. Right? Can you imagine this? This actually happened in 92, 91, 92. We didn't know it was happening because of a guy called Arjun Mehta. We didn't know that. We all thought, oh, economy has reached some limit place. 1991 liberalization has worked, so 10,000 has become 26,000. We all thought so. Right? So our 266% return was followed by a minus 43% return. Can you imagine what it does to your heart? That is what happens. So if you can't sit through that, you cannot be an equity investor. Equity is you will get irrationally high return for 1 year, which will get compensated by bad returns over the next 3-4 years. This is bound to happen. It will not change because you have become an investor. Right? Tamil are saying, samudra snanam. So alle voyadu. Ratri ponalum alle irukum, pagalu ponalum alle irukum. If you wait for the waves to stop, you will never be able to take a bath in the ocean. Right? Volatility will not end. So you need to understand volatility. You need to understand that if the market does this, you have to be ready for this. If you don't understand this, at end of this portion, if you buy, at this portion 50% of your capital is wiped out. Right? Market went from 10,000 to 26,000. At 26,000 you entered, market fell 15,000 to 13,000. So your 26,000 became 13,000. Now if 26,000 becomes 13,000, people can still take. But when your 2.6 crores becomes 1.3 crores, you can't take. ಅಪ್ಪ ಒಂದು ಕೋಟಿ ನಷ್ಟ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ನೀವು ಕೋಟದ ஒரு கோடி போட்டேன் போடல இப்படி போச்சு நீங்க ஒன்றும் பண்ணல. Right? So need to understand asset classes and asset allocation. Please understand these two things: compounding, asset classes, asset allocation. So what should you do for all this? Actually, if you ask me why is it so difficult to write a blog, because whatever I am telling you, this is all there is about personal finance. 140 words எழுதினதுக்கு அப்புறம் personal finance ஒண்ணுமே கிடையாது. அதே திருப்பி எழுதணும். People don't understand. Right? After being in business for pretty long periods of time, people still don't understand these things. So எல்லாம் இங்க புரிஞ்ச மாதிரி தலை ஆட்டிட்டு வீட்டுக்கு போய் போறேன். Because LIC ரொம்பவே நல்லது. உங்க ஏஜென்ட் பென்ஷன் பிளானே வாங்க வேண்டாம். You are buying his pension. Actually, this reminds me, I can give a physics example. Isaac Newton had he had a house and he had a gate. And the gate was the Padekasa gate, turned into one. So that gate is very difficult to push. So people would push it with great difficulty and come in and. So everybody said, if a physicist, the gate was a simple panna. Gate a simple panna, immediately the third year. Then I have connected it down. Every time you push it, So when you go and buy a LIC policy, your agent is very happy. Pension culture. Pension. He need not buy a pension plan because you are buying an endowment plan. Right? So for doing all, okay, these are all things which you should know. Believe me, these are all very simple. If you go to Google, you will find it. You will find it on my blog. You will find it on this blog. You will find it on the Investopedia. The query of the problem is that. In the problem, it's too simple. It's simple. People will not do. Why? Because it's simple. People want complicated things. That brings us to a very, very important thing. A thing which is simple does not mean it gets done. Please remember, very important. Okay? Because it is simple, it does not mean it is easy to do it. Walking, so simple. How many people do it? How many people do it every day? You keep on postponing, you never do it. It is a bloody simple thing. Stopping smoking, so simple. You can't do it. Right? Taking a big red ball and bowling at 145 or just on 3 stumps. Everybody can't do it. One McGrath did it. One Mullinger did it. Doesn't mean everybody can do it. One Ajit Agarkar would bowl 3 balls there and 4 balls outside the leg stump. Thanks to IPL, he also made money in crores. Right? So, learn these 3-4 things. And now come to the most important thing. 1, start earning. You know that 200 years ago, if your Tata's father had left 100 rupees in a place which grew at 10%, you would not be here. Because you will be sitting on 1,800 crores. Why would you be sitting here? You won't be sitting here. You would be owning a few such hotels, etc. Right? Compounding works. Compounding would have worked for your grandfather, it would have worked for your father, it would work for you, it would work for your son. So, at least start now. I mean, obviously, if your grandfather had done it, it would have been great. Did he do it? No. At least you start. At least your grandson will say, Tata urpade onde da padna. 100 vayal invest padna. Where do padnaru? At least so people will remember you 100 years after you die, saying, he understood compounding. And I don't understand why people don't understand compounding or people don't work on compounding. And people think great wealth is created by getting a high. Look at the compounding formula. The amount that you accumulate is a function of how much you invest, what R you get, and N. Correct? These are all the numbers which are important. What is important? How much you invest and for how long you invest. And the best thing is if you go and meet your advisor and you talk for 1 hour, 59 minutes you will talk about art. In the same level of return, 22%. HSBC car on the 24 24. Only swallow than this, no problem. How does it matter what is your R? Whatever R you get, you're going to keep, right? Suppose your advisor comes and tells you you will get 12%. And next year you get 36%. 24 are you going to give it to him? You are not going to give. Suppose he tells you 36% and you get 6%. Is he going to give you 30%? It is not going to. So the risk you are taking, reward you are getting. Why do you spend time on R? Why do you spend time on R? Because it was passion. I feel like R debt fund level. Yield opportunity fund. Dynamic bond fund. Is it in the market? Simpler product. Debt, put in any fund with a 2-year modified duration. Don't take the fund manager risk. Because when the fund manager is good and he gets better, he gets arrogant and he makes mistakes. 2-year modified duration is good enough. So good. As long as you are getting a good return, that's good enough. What you are trying to do by putting in a debt fund is differing taxation by 15-20 years. If you are 45 years of age and you put in a fund, at least till your age of 65, don't touch it. I am talking about debt fund only for people who have exhausted their PPF. If you've got an asset allocation of 2-3 lakhs for debt fund, stick to PPF. Beyond PPF, if you have want to put more money in debt fund, put money in a debt fund at 47 and start touching it at the age of 65. So for 18 years you don't pay tax, unlike in a bank deposit where every year you pay tax. Right? So concentrate on this, don't concentrate on R. R is irrelevant. 1 year you will get 266%, 1 year you will get minus 43. You're just seeing a CAGR over a 20-year period or a 25-year.